got some tips from them.
Awesome. Okay, so we're gonna go with the new barracks. I'm super excited for this. That new tunnel makes this map so different now.
Yeah, there's a big hole
I don't think
where it wasn't before.
Yeah, basically it connects the western from the eastern side in that cave network, which basically means the trapper can no longer sit near the relay and kind of just dome from side to side. Like it's a huge difference, I think.
What do you think of your son being in the same room with you while watching cartoons?
Yay!
I actually beat the Ninja Penguins twice.
Oh, nice.
3 times out of 10 games.
Congrats. Because penguin ninjas are scurry.
Oh boy.
Although, that begs the question, who would win, penguin ninjas or Madagascar penguins?
Madagascar penguins. Notice how quiet.
Huh?
Notice how quiet.
Sorry, I can't hear you over the sound of my son making noise.
Oh my gosh. Hey, hey, hey.
What you doing?
I'm putting the coffee table together so I can put the television there.
That's going to be a little low. He might get into the TV.
He will not. She might.
As long as it can't tip over, that's the biggest thing.
And that's why I'm putting it on the coffee table, because originally I was thinking of maybe putting it on the mini fridge.
Fair enough. Ooh, we got ourselves a Slim. Obviously, purple penguins. I do like the savage skins in general. They're very nice. They're very, especially on Wraith, it feels very much like a Black Widow type of a color. It's awesome. So Hank is actually a very good choice against the Wraith. That shield projector, especially because I feel that Wraith is kind of a one-trick pony, and Hank really hurts the Wraith's ability to make downs, and so I think that Hank is a very strong character against. Same thing with Abe. But this is a very tough group against Wraith. Slim, his Spore Cloud, while absolutely amazing, less effective just because of all the warp blasting around. But this is a very hard team for Wraith to deal with unless they make a mistake. So this will be a very interesting way to go, and this map is going to be very interesting. That cave makes such a big difference on this map. It's crazy. Okay, let's get these movable feast on the way. I think I missed I need to start listening to their conversations, but I don't think they have one this time.
Here we go.
Nope. Hanks, here we go. So, monster escaping this way. Now, the nice thing is if you trigger birds here, they can still sneak down here. Like, this one little thing is so crazy on this map. It's amazing. Okay, so the monster off to a good start, getting some meat in its belly. Sucking its soul through blood. Ooh, unfortunate miss with the warp blast. Ooh, and carrion birds. So carrion birds already. Now right now would be an immediate time to quickly go and duck and see if you can get through. Now the hunters need to be very careful. They really need to cover this area because if not, the monster could easily slip through and go down. And I feel like this is just one of those things that they don't really know because before you would just kind of get trapped in this back area, but now you can just go right down here and go downhill. Yeah. See, and somebody's pointing out in that direction saying, hey, we probably should check out this area too. So monster doing a good job not being found. Interesting split. The Slim is with the Trapper instead of the Assault. So it is interesting. So it does look like that they are, in fact... Ooh, and that got tagged. Did the monster see that? I don't know if the monster saw that. And there we go. There's the Warp Blast. The monster should be able to hear it now. Let's go ahead and see that dome. Where's that dome? Dome going up, and the monster not going to be able to get out. Is going to be bad place for the monster to be. So Conjugate's doing a good job not getting all the way down there. This can be a very scary place. It's dropping toxic grenades down there, and the monster just doing a job of running around. I do like the preemptive cloak over here, but I don't think anyone really needed the cloak, so just be careful with those cloaks in the future that you don't use them before they are needed. So stasis grenades running around, and the monster right now just kind of doing a job, just running around, not doing a good job. I feel like that the assault should just camp on this ledge up here. Ooh, and that trapper, low health on the trapper. And then Hank, where's Hank's shield? Needs to be very careful. And Hank, or I'd like to see a bug thrown. And Warp Blast here could go ahead and... Oh, unfortunate Warp Blast in the wrong direction. But the support, or Trapper, about to go down, but doing a good job of evading, and Assault about to go down. There goes the Assault. Oh my gosh, fantastic shielding by support. But the problem is that everyone's low, which means that if the monster gets things going, this could be a very scary time for the monster. And there goes the Assault. One strike, half health. One strike on the Assault. Not bad engagement. I can't tell whether that's a plus or a minus for either side. On one side, you know, the strike for that much health isn't terrible, but it wasn't against the medic or the support, but it was the damage dealer. Which, again, I've noticed a lot of people changing around. So now that they have the monster tag, the monster's not ready to evolve just yet, and they should be able to go ahead and start tracking it to the ends of the earth. And there we go, monster almost up to full armor. By the time it gets full armor, only 1 or 2 more bites and it will be ready to evolve. It looks like that the trappers... I do like that the medic is staying behind, using its bug to heal people from a distance. And good job keeping the monster off. Ooh, and it looks like a Mega Mouth is going after the medic, able to get out. Very good job by the team come back. And that's one of those things to be very careful of. Monsters with good situational conjugates, low health, getting personal shielded, and the dome comes down. Monster at half armor. I feel that the monster could lose a lot of extra health here, and it looks like he is going to go ahead and get some feed. Does not look like the Reavers are going to knock him off of the food, but they will try and eat those corpses pretty soon. And there goes the Warp Blast. Does not hit anyone, and very good job with those. It looks like he's just coming back for that food. So I do feel that probably a couple more toxic grenades back here, and you could probably go after him. A stage 1 monster isn't too scary. As long as you're within line of sight from pounces, should be good. Oh, and very good job. Task almost getting away from the Warp Blast, but all by himself, out of position. And here comes the part where the monster should be getting absolutely punished for going after a hunter like he was. So... It does not look like that they're going to be able to get the armor down in this engagement. It's looking very bad for the hunters to do any permanent damage. That being the case, I would like to see a fresh tag. Let's focus on the stasis grenades, and there's the fresh tag. Good job on the hunter. And an orbital drop. I'm not sure why. Again, that orbital drop should be saved absolutely for an possible evolution. Forcing the monster... Ooh, and the monster is going to stick around to try and get a... down, but nope, manages to run away. But I would have saved that orbital for a defensive position or threatening the monster to evolve under cover or take a lot of damage and or die. And the Warp Blast overshoots, misses everyone. Great job with the Slim Spore Grenade. I feel that Spore Grenade is absolutely his best weapon in his kit, and I feel that way too many people don't use it nearly as much. It is absolutely fantastic against monsters. I don't think it gets anywhere near as much love as it should. And there comes some stasis grenades, and Task, ahead of the pack, gets pounced, gets knocked off by conjugates, and the shielding by support, once again, on point, doing a fantastic job, and doing a great job. So running ahead and throwing stasis grenades, it's very hard for a Wraith to get away from a group that is constantly doing that. Nice little roundabout right here, and it looks like he's going to try and go up this cliff area. to stay away. Great area for blocking line of sight. The monster is no longer slowed. The monster is... Oh, and that dome coming down might actually get him. And the dome comes down. That is a great, great dome. It will force the hunters to be very, very, very close. And I feel like that the Wraith is just hiding in a corner as much as possible. Once again, the Assault doing a great job of trying to flush out the monster with his toxic grenades. And there we go. We should be able to go ahead and see the flamethrower. And there he is. And there comes the monster. Monster taking a ton of damage right now. I would really like to see a bit more damage being done. And one stasis grenade in each of these little hallways. Oh, and he might will get some... and I got this stupid invisible monster bug. Lame. So the monster is not invisible to the hunters, but this is a graphical glitch that you sometimes get while you are in spectator mode. So monster going around, hopping around, no armor, getting extremely punished now, and the team able to focus on doing massive amounts of damage. And I really like, once again, that the hunters are doing a good job about pulling people out of combat and using that bug and spore cloud, and conjugate's really low. So if the monster turned around and warp blast, could possibly, with bad timing, get the assault down. But it looks like that the monster is trying to get away. Still tagged. And the hunters are going to know exactly where, and it looks like a fresh tag got stuck. And it looks like that the hunters will get away. I wonder if this will actually, because of how big this is, if it's going to be easy to juke hunters. Okay. So monster looking for a place to evolve. Hunter's doing a great job keeping their distance very, very close to the monster. So the monster might kill these two things and try and evolve. Nope, looks like he's going to bug out of there and probably head towards this little area right back here for an evolution. But again, hunters, not that he knows, are right behind him. So it's going to be a very risky evolution, but he might just have to suck it up and try and do it anyway. So while you're darted with Abe, I feel like there is absolutely no reason to sneak, and I feel like the monster's trying to still try and sneak. Oh, here comes a possible dome. This might be the game ending, and the dome comes down, and it's not looking good for dead. This is a very strong position for the hunters, and I feel like that the monster has given up, and looks like that is the end of the Wraith. Good job. GG.
Note to self, we really need a new copy.
GG.
This thing sucks.
Pretty much.
Alright, I'm gonna restart really quick, just because this resolution...
Edmund, quick question. What's the problem with your resolution? Is it like, does it look a lot lower or blurry?
Yeah, it looks a lot lower than it normally does.
Yeah, so I know that with the recent patch, it affected a bunch of people. People say to go ahead and put it in windowed mode, at full screen windowed, and that should fix it.
Yes, that's what I did.
I haven't done that yet.
Alright, I'll join right back. I just need to fix this resolution.
Sure thing. That being the case, I'll go ahead and say a good game. It was just that game change. That was a very that little tunnel was really, really good. I do feel like that the hunters noticed that, so the birds got startled in the very beginning. I noticed you all started gravitating towards the middle of that area, that I feel that if he went straight to that tunnel, he would have gotten out of there and you guys would never have known, because I'm not sure if it's just because you weren't familiar with it, but the moment you think that he is in that area, you really have to have people swing by that outside area to check to make sure that he hasn't gone down that little tunnel, because that makes a big, big difference, because before he would just get trapped behind the building or behind that pillar behind the building, and so you need to kind of have at least one team flush on the inside of that rock formation right below the power relay so he doesn't juke back down.
Yeah, so weird having that.
Yeah, it's very different. Like, look at the overhead. Like, it was very, very interesting, just how it could have gone and go back and forth. That being the case, you guys were doing good. Hank, you started off a little slow on getting those shields going, but as you were getting through, you were doing a really, really good job. I love the fact that Slim is using his bug and spore gun. I feel that they're very, very underrated, especially with the accuracy boost right now. He doesn't need to be near the front line, so I'm glad that you're actually kind of staying in the back, and spore gun absolutely probably the best ability in his kit, hands down. So I'm glad to see that, and that people pulling out once they're getting weakened. You know, the nice thing is you can throw a bug on support, and they cloak, and they just run off, and they'll be healed by the time. So really, really good job there. I feel like the assault was doing a little bit too much of running around in some of those domes, that I feel like you probably could have just stayed positionary, and then like I feel a lot of hunters kind of just get, especially in a dome, they're kind of just like chase the rabbit syndrome. And so you know, if you're a little bit more stationary and you cover all the kind of major exits, you should be able to constantly be shooting the monster from every direction, so the monster doesn't really have an ability to go around a corner and then eat, or go behind a corner and just sit there for about 10 seconds while the entire group comes up. Then he just flies over and goes to another corner and rinse and repeat. So try and find yourself that has a large vantage point, especially high ground, that covers a large area, and then just kind of have 3 or 4 people spread out throughout the dome like that. And you should always be able to constantly, so that the assault doesn't have to just, you know, play pin the tail on the pinata. Good game though. Really good game.